I learned how to study so fast that everyone thinks I'm cheating. You know that feeling when you spend days studying, but in the end your grade is the same as that friend who only read the notes the night before the exam? Yeah, it makes you feel stupid. You sacrifice all your free time, give up the things you enjoy, and in the end, your grades are still average while your friends are out having fun. What's worse, studying can be exhausting and boring, which makes you procrastinate even more. But the problem isn't you. The problem is the stupid and inefficient method you're using to study. In this video, I'll show you how to get top grades by using only 20% of your study time, using simple techniques that almost nobody knows. Even an average student can easily use these techniques, and the best part is that you won't have to give up your weekends every time you have an exam. So, let's get started. 8. Cut out sweets. Before exams, you eat a lot of sweets because of stress and anxiety. Well, you're doing something stupid. The truth is, sugar only makes things worse. Research from UC has proven that too much sugar slows down your brain and makes learning harder. And if that's not enough, studies published in physiology journals show that sugar can mess with your focus and reasoning. If you want to study faster and perform better on exams, get rid of sweets and instead eat nuts, fish, or berries before exams. These actually improve your memory and help you stay focused without putting you into a sugar crash. 7. Change your mindset. If you start studying thinking it's going to be endless and exhausting, guess what happens? Exactly that. But if you stop being so negative and decide it's going to be fast and easy, your focus improves and time flies. Your brain does exactly what you tell it to do. A Harvard study even showed that employees who believed their physical work was good for their health actually experienced improvements like lower blood pressure and even weight loss. If it worked for them, why wouldn't it work for studying? The takeaway is that your beliefs are far more powerful than you think. If you start studying believing it's going to be torture, that's exactly what it becomes. Don't do that. Try thinking differently. Instead of saying, "This is going to take forever," say, "I'm going to finish this in the shortest time possible." Instead of, "I'll never understand this," say, "This is easy. I'll finish it in half an hour." If you stop being stubborn and change your mindset, you'll see how much better your brain performs. Changing your mindset isn't just motivational talk. It's a legitimate strategy for studying faster and suffering less. 6. Use a timer. Just like changing your mindset can save your study sessions, using a timer is a powerful tool against procrastination. If you think you have all day to do a task, congratulations, you'll spend the whole day doing it. This is the famous Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time you give it. But if you set a 30-minute timer, everything changes. Your brain registers the countdown, switches into focus mode, and forces you to be efficient and get things done faster. On top of that, studies show that when we use a timer, we naturally want to finish tasks in the shortest possible time. The key is to set a time limit that pressures you without making you panic. Don't be crazy and think you can study everything in 1 hour, but don't make it so easy that you procrastinate either. Instead of saying, "I have all day for this subject," try, "I'll finish this chapter in 1 hour," and see how much faster you get it done. 5. Prioritize important content. When time is limited, don't be clueless. Focus on what actually matters. If you only have 2 hours to study, do you really want to waste them reviewing things you already know or getting lost in useless details that won't even be on the exam? Of course not. This is where the 80-20 rule comes in. 20% of the topics give you 80% of the answers on the exam. So instead of drowning in irrelevant material, go straight to the core. Here's an example. Stop rereading the entire textbook. It doesn't help. Go straight to summaries and the topics your teacher emphasized the most. Practice the most frequently asked questions and review past exams. Ask yourself, if I could only review one thing, what would be the most useful? By prioritizing what really matters, you not only save time, but you also avoid that horrible feeling of studying everything and learning nothing in the end. Because knowing 100% of the material is pointless if only 20% of it actually matters on the exam. Number 4, study the answers first. If you want to stop wasting time and study smarter, start with the answers. Instead of aimlessly going through the entire book, go straight to the end of chapter questions and answers. That's where the important stuff is. Doing question and answer exercises helps lock in your learning much faster without wasting time on meaningless details. The truth is, exams follow predictable patterns, so if you focus on the right questions, you'll know exactly what to expect. Understanding the structure of answers and how the grading system works is the real secret. There's no point in memorizing everything if you can't answer the way your teacher wants. Focus on your weaknesses. Stop wasting time reviewing things you already know. Don't do that. Instead, focus on your weak points, the parts you avoid because they require more effort. It's easy to fall into the trap of reviewing topics you're already good at because it makes you feel like you're making progress, but it won't help you on the exam. Face your challenges and focus on the areas you haven't mastered yet. That's where real improvement happens. Also, use horizontal learning. That means connecting different areas of knowledge to understand the bigger picture. For example, if you're studying the immune system, expand your perspective by reviewing related topics like inflammatory responses, cellular defense mechanisms, and autoimmune diseases. This way, instead of getting stuck on one topic, you cover more material and build important connections between subjects. This makes your learning more efficient and complete, and you'll be much better prepared for the exam. 2. Use AI tools. Using AI tools like ChatGPT is the key to eliminating wasted time and studying smarter. With the right prompts, you can quickly review material, clear up doubts, simulate exams, and create summaries and study plans without getting lost in endless notes and textbooks. AI helps you organize everything and keeps you focused on what actually matters without dragging things out. It's like having a personal assistant who saves you hours of boring studying and makes your study sessions far more efficient. Review and fix. Collect all your mistakes in a small notebook and keep it within reach before the exam. Organizing your mistakes makes reviewing them much easier. Honestly, it's much better than repeating the same stupid mistakes over and over again. Reviewing what you got wrong is the best way to lock in the material and make sure you don't mess up again on the exam. You can't keep tripping over the same thing every time, right? And finally, the most important point. If this video was helpful, make sure to like it, send it to friends who need it, and subscribe to the channel. If not, then you're dumber than I thought.